There it be.
No, there he be. Now there it be.
There it be with us with we being moving into the Lance's chamber.
Yep, the final tostata, right there in front of us.
It has been a long time coming.
Would it
Now
kill
it
you
is
to
time.
at least knock?
No.
We left the door wide open. And the door shuts behind us.
So you saying it wouldn't kill you to at least
I
knock?
meant to say yes.
Yoo-hoo.
Okay, my mind is scrambled. Oh, what's up, Balan? Huh?
Hold on.
What is up?
Are you ready to trust yourself and your friends?
Well, I hope so. I mean, I've got this far, right?
I was never real. You're like, what? I was but a figment.
I was merely Sparkles.
I
I
knew
like
it.
sparkles.
I know you
Shing.
So,
Shing, sparkle, sparkle.
Oh
Here
boy.
we are, surrounded by
These are
negativity.
your friends, said Lance.
man else. Oh, yeah. Oh, they're gone.
Oh,
Oh,
be
sorry.
gone.
Hey, Lance.
Do, 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 do.
And thus,
Up.
The true mastermind shows himself.
Meanwhile,
with with a reminding intervision of their fears.
And of course, we can't forget about, or never mind.
oh,
I will put it there. Just don't worry, I got you covered. I'll edit that back in.
All right, I was gonna say, where's my little sequence?
It's
You
like-
promised
it's
me
af-
you'd get. Sorry.
it's like
I
the-
did, and I'll put that in.
Oh,
Oh, and as you're seeing here, we cut this out just to save us some time, but this chapter moving forward allows us to pick any of the costumes that we have.
Yep. And you're gonna need a good amount of specific costumes in order to get past him because he can be pretty tricky.
One for jumping and one for ranged attacks are my
Whoa.
are my
Oh,
Yeah, you want to get the real one.
And I do believe by this point you don't have to worry too much about, the whole style system. You just punch him with whatever is applicable at the time.
right, because I
Yep, no
imagine
more-
you're not going to get statues from this fight.
nah.
Ooh, look
it's
out for his
just,
tentacles!
Oh,
But you
he's
just
a,
punch him back.
also, I just noticed he's a big boy here.
He's tall. He's always been tall.
Except,
very
in
angry.
reality, Balan is taller than Lance.
Makes sense.
By a small margin.
Well, I feel like the hat does make a bit of a difference.
Yeah,
Yeah, true.
it always comes down to the hat.
I'm 7'4" with the hat.
4'3", rabbit.
Okay, here we go. Another one.
Second from the left.
Do, 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 do,
Hey.
do,
Got
do.
it.
There you go. That
We'll
was a close
say,
one.
as fall bosses go, not too bad. It doesn't feel too hard while giving you a general sense of like, you're overcoming it.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent final boss, all things considered.
And again, visually it looks fine. The arena.
Oh, jeez. Well, that was easy.
Really?
We're back in it, and don't worry. James is my jumper, and I still got the cannons.
But they're slow cannons.
Yeah, that's not gonna
There are
cut it.
still cannons, Mister.
Oh, are you gonna slow
and
him
he
down?
don't.
Can you?
Oh,
Oh,
it did not work.
Nope.
Okay, forget the slow cannons. We're taking out the ink cannons now.
Let's splash a little color into his life.
going a little Splatoon on this here.
Go!
Splatoon is better!
I knew it. Yeah, I'm still looking forward to Splatoon 3.
All
Aha!
right. And thus, Lance has been rendered weak. Or has he? Behold!
Not weak!
There's always a plot twist.
Stop. Basically,
No,
more
he's
of them Nagati masks. Negative masks. Goodness. They have fueled his powers.
And, turned him into a dragon. Meets Shadowlance.
Oh,
You really couldn't have a name edgier than that, and Jesus
Yep.
Christ, that face.
Oh,
I
also,
love
do you
it.
notice a small attention to detail on his chest?
What's that?
He's got a scar on it.
Huh.
oh. What is
And-
that to represent?
I think, and this is something I came up with recently, I think that might be a possible theory where he might have ripped out his heart. Where my theory is that I know we have the whole mistranslation with, instead of Lance creating Balan, it's Wonderworld creating Balan. But what if Lance played a part in that by sacrificing his heart to make Balan?
Oh boy.
Goodness, we couldn't stand up to that.
Yeah, that's a big ouch for me, Chief.
That was to soften you up.
And I can see what you're saying there. Like, that was like his, like, you know, splitting himself into two.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what I'm
there goes.
thinking. I don't know if that's true, but it is a nice attention to detail.
Oh,
What is it?
Hello?
who said that?
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh, it's everybody!
They just show up and look. I'm like, oh, we thought Lance was a little bit smaller than that. We thought you were fighting normal size
It's like,
Lance.
I didn't sign up to fight a dragon.
I signed up to fight a jester, not a dragon.
So yeah, for this final bit of the game, all of our friends are going to help us out.
Yep, in groups of 3 to take down each of the 4 eyes. We'll be getting a costume each from one of their worlds. So we got him, her, and her. And it does randomize and give it to each of us. 2
Oh,
costumes
good.
from each of their worlds.
That's nice.
What I want to know is,
Very
what kind
nice.
of purpose would you expect to have from the Gear Prince?
Yeah,
jump.
He's a good jumper. Or I can just
Yeah,
throw
And I
him
was
in
like,
the
yeah,
boat
no,
with a
jump
sheep.
the sheep. Jeez.
Yeah, you gotta have the shape.
We want jumpins. Oh, and if one of these guys gets too close, you can bop them in the eye.
Assuming any of them do get close.
That'll do.
I'm not the only one that immediately thinks of freaking Doom's Eye with those things, right?
I can see
No,
it.
I see
like,
that. I see Doom's
Like,
Eye.
this design really does seem like... I know Knights is the obvious comparison. I can definitely see this guy fitting in a Dark Age Sonic game.
The other one that this reminds me of, it reminds me like some of the like visuals here. Sup, you.
Time to swap.
Sup, you.
Ah.
The other one that this the other ones that this. Oh yeah, well, there's actually a whole new costume from Invisible Man. This must have been the other electric ability that we could have used. but
Yeah,
we couldn't
it
find the
was.
costume. Okay. No worries. So it was my own rush. Anyway, this also reminds me a bit of the Dark Genie from Dark Cloud.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
Shot it. Ooh.
That was
Skilled
something.
shoot
Just in
there,
time.
partner.
Yeehaw! Next batch, please. Please make it quick.
I'm not too.
He's getting mad.
I'm not too confident in my current abilities.
Yeah. Oh, please be something with wings.
We got
Frost Fairy.
nothing with wings. Don't you say a word. We got the bubbling.
Yay, I'm a Frost Fairy again.
Wait.
Wait.
Oh!
Doubly weight.
We got a little too cocky there.
Crap, and I lost 2 costumes for the price of 1 because I took damage once and then fell. With oh wait, but wait, I guess we. Oh, okay, so if you can't do it and you don't have enough costumes, you'll just get a refill.
Oh, that's generous.
Yeah, I want to say this is a case where you can't really lose this fight.
Just be
Um,
good.
you kind of can, but it really. I'll explain why when you get to the last part.
Okay. Oh, Ganon time.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right,
yeah.
tennis.
Damn it! I forgot my trusty empty bottle.
Bottle. Yeah, the empty bottle, the fishing line, all of it. All right, last eye, and then we can destroy this guy and go home.
I mean, I will admit this form of Lance is pretty cool, but I don't know. I still got my preference towards the Lord of Lightning.
True. I still will hold true to your headcanon of like that this is all just a show, and Balan's like, this is really going to rack up our budget.
No kidding. Like,
All these theatrics.
man, you know what? Funny timing, considering I actually just finished watching the recent string of Jellystone episodes, and one of them literally was just Yogi trying to make a movie to highlight
Right, the
Jelly.
anime one.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
and he
why
literally
don't we-
blew through the town's budget.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
are we putting anime filter over this?
And the fact that they actually got people to speak full
Yeah,
Japanese.
they
was
actually
great.
did get like actual Japanese seiyus to voice them in that.
Yeah.
And again, I still love the whole. Why is this taking so long? It's the
If I-
anime build-up.
Can I please interrupt you real quick?
Go for it.
I'm sorry. It's just that. Okay, so good thing that you guys landed on that. Otherwise, if you waited
Uh-huh.
too long, it would have exploded and the game would have been over and you had to start over.
Well, shit.
Really? That was a
Yes.
freaking like end game like mechanic.
Trust me,
Wow.
I went there.
Goodness.
And
Well,
look.
Oh.
Look at that. His real form.
He looks a bit whiter than I expected.
Yeah, no,
He's
dude's
restored.
pale. And this scene right here is probably the biggest damning thing they did to Lance.
Because watch, it looks like he doesn't want this, that this is all being done against his will, and there he goes, banished to the Shadow Realm.
And that's it. That's the end of Lance.
And the book, again, as we talk about, the book tells a whole different story of, like, he was actually resentful still, but it's... I don't know, that's just my take on that.
Yeah,
so,
it just doesn't seem to click all that well when you bring up that context. But,
now, Jordan,
yeah,
what happens now?
Yeah.
Well, this is our last musical number with the maestro himself.
Oh.
Come and celebrate with me our new world, our life. Hit it,
Hit it.
boys!
One last dance number.
Mm-hmm.
With all their costume selves.
This is my favorite, honestly. It's so cute.
Yeah, it's nice seeing everyone get together.
Again, this still feels like such a, blunt, out of left field thing after what we just saw with Lance.
It is.
But I'm okay.
Yeah, no.
It's a celebration of everyone being free and brought back to the light.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I want to ask, like, let's say for the sake of hypothetics, like, what am I trying to say? They do decide to do something, like, instead of just yeeting Lance away, like, now that he's, like, corrupted, like, the sanding is still the same, but it's just, like, that purified Lance that's dancing with everyone. Would you be more accepting of it then?
Honestly, yes.
Yes.
Because, that would, kind of go in line with my whole thing of, like, they should have let him be as much of a part of the program as Balan is.
Yeah, I'd be up for that. Like a whole, like, that'd be our idea moving forward with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just imagine that, like, afterwards, like, after they do the dance, like, Lance just turns to Balan and it's like, don't tell anyone.
Or, heck, maybe we could still have that whole twist ending bit, like, where he does get, absorbed by the darkness and sucked right in. Maybe have it be a thing where, at first it seems like that's kind of what happened, but then with the next scene we're going to be seeing, like, he shows up again, and it's like, yeah, that was just him playing his part.
Yeah, just like saying...
Like, you conquered the darkness, and it came back from whence it came, only to see that, oh, wait, he's still fine.
It's like wiping the sweat off his brow, like, whew, alright, give me a run for my money there.
Something like that, yeah.
Just something about it. Playing to the theatrics of it.
Which,
in a grand
yeah,
performance.
that's what I think the biggest damning thing about this. This should have went completely gung-ho with that whole mentality. Like, it was, the whole thing was all intended. Like, that's the plan.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, if we can skip that for a moment,
the last cut.
Alright.
Don't worry.
Well, it was
Theater
a special
has
request
served
from the birthday girl.
Fair.
The theater has served its purpose, so go for it.
So we'll see you all next time for our next commentary.
The time for you to leave is here. No longer needed, this theater shall disappear. If your heart goes astray, you can return. Though, who can say? But with full certainty, I can declare, to have you all as my friends, a joy beyond compare.
Yay.
I feel like I could have done better and I stirred a bit, but that's fine.
It's fine.
Again, my apologies. I tried to make it as slow as I could. Those.
Well, no,
You're
you did
fine.
fine.
You're
It was just
fine.
me stuttering.
Yeah.
It's alright. So he's letting us leave.
But everyone wants to say their goodbyes. Thank you.
Though, yeah, unfortunately, that is something we should definitely acknowledge. The fact that this whole thing was completely left without subtitles, so we couldn't understand a thing of what these people were saying, even though it's pretty obvious that they're still thankful for his services.
Of course.
Of
Oh,
course.
well.
Thank you again to Jordy for sharing that with me so I could learn how to do that.
Oh man.
Not for you two.
I don't want to go, Balan. Don't make me go, please.
Aww.
Please.
Well, I'm sorry, but if you're... I'm sorry.
No.
And there you have it.
That's what the drops were all along.
Wait,
Now
I
get
have
going.
one more surprise.
Eh?
Happy birthday!
Ah.
Now go and live your lives.
Doop.
Okay, I know a lot of people don't like his true form, but this one honestly grew on me, and after reading the novel, I understood why he looks the way he does, and I feel sorry
Oh
for
no,
him.
absolutely.
And
Well, knowing the connection he has with Lance, I get that.
Not to mention, it doesn't really matter in the long run, considering that he'll still get to keep his disguise. Like, it's all,
Yeah.
again, part of the show.
Yeah.
Just sometimes gotta let go of that and, unwind for a bit.
Yep. So they have been returned filled with fervor once more. We can now tackle both of their fears.
Yep.
Starting with Beatmaster here.
He's ready to show off his
Yo!
moves and not feel ashamed to be in a group.
He shall open himself up to others.
I don't know.
Should we really? What was the sudden change of heart? Heck with it. We'll join along.
Jazz
Hey,
hands.
jazz hands.
Here we go.
Meanwhile, just them dancing. Hey, rude! We were playing jump rope here.
I'm taking the hoop.
Oh yeah!
Wow, we're all gymnastics.
Dude.
Yay, he shall be friendly once more. Meanwhile, for Emma, she's still nervous about if people are being forward with her.
Well, time to face the music.
Here we go.
Miss Emma.
I want answers. And I want to be open. What's up? Or that darn whispering and...
Uh-huh.
Ah, what's
Ooh,
the heck with the
facing the
glasses and the
music.
hat and the...
Happy birthday!
Oh, that's why they were all being kind of like secretive around her.
Uh-huh. Not a bad selection of foods here.
It's a hot dog cake.
I was about to say, is that a hot dog in
Oh
that
no,
cake?
no, it's no, it's
Yeah.
a cookie from the side. I see now.
Oh, Emma.
Aw.
They remembered.
You do care.
Yay!
Oh, and a Prezi. Lots of
Awesome.
Prezzies.
This will
Hey,
be a
everyone
birthday
loves
to
Emma.
remember.
Well,
She had
everyone
nothing
in the
to
house
fear.
anyway.
And with that,
That's it. Roll the credits. We can
Time for our
see all the stuff happening.
yep,
there we
now
go.
for our real final curtain call.
Mm-hmm.
It's but again, I still dig the whole big band vibe of things. Still do. So I appreciate that. So, okay. You've been hearing James and my opinions on the game for pretty much the whole thing of this. Oh, by the way, in this little during the credits, you'll be able to see like what everybody's been up to, since it is revealed they all actually kind of live in the same town. Everyone does.
Oh,
Yeah.
little epilogue.
They're all not too far apart.
She found her cat. And so while we
kitty.
watch, so while we see all this, so again, your final thoughts on this, Jordy?
Okay, so I really did enjoy the overall experience of this game, though I'm also not going to be blinded by its flaw. Like, I'm not going to disregard its flaws. Like, yes, this game is not perfect. It could have been handled a lot better, and I really had wished Square Enix had given them a better chance at making this and a bigger deadline. But overall, I do love the story from what we've got. I love the visuals. I love the characters, especially Balan. Like, you guys know how much I love Balan. It's no secret, okay?
You don't say.
You're fine.
But
Yeah,
I do not
we
regret.
know.
I do not regret playing this game, nor do I regret being a part of this fandom. Because
I think there's nothing wrong with that.
yeah, it's what has helped me get through a tough time when I was at my lowest point. Because I've been dealing with a lot of emotional anxiety issues for years, and this was the one thing that started helping me feel that bit of happiness again. So, to Balan Company, thank you so much for making this, even though there were hurdles. Thank you.
And I do hope that they're able to still perhaps move forward and do other things. I think there is still potential in this project, and Lord knows we've seen Sonic bounce back from worse.
Of
Yeah,
course.
though that was mostly through Sega.
You mean bounce back from best?
But no, but just in general, if other properties like that can make a comeback, I don't think there's anything that would I don't think that there's like anything by law that would prevent this from making a comeback.
I really just think deep down that that heavily relies on what Square wants to do with that. I personally speaking, I don't think they really want much else to do with this product, considering how much it got.
Well, I
Then I
hope
will
they get
look
picked up by
forward to-
another company.
And if not, then I will look forward to the fandom, because I've seen the fandom repair games like freaking Faces of Evil and Wanda Gamelon, so anything is possible to me at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Where is he going with them flowers?
Yeah, for a minute,
So
I
yeah,
thought he
he-
was going to hand them to the dolphin girl.
Oh, so you have to
Oh
see
yeah,
if
they have a thing in the novel.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Well,
Oh,
now.
speaking of which, I gotta wait till this transitions. Hopefully it'll get to the next part. Where
There we
is?
go.
Yeah, it's evening now.
Yeah, I'm looking for. Where is that boy? Oh no! Look, it's Ivan.
Oh no, look.
Aw.
Look, she has a baby.
Well, geez, that didn't take long at all.
Did you see the wedding? Oh hey, she's friends with Bird
Aw.
Girl.
Hey,
You know,
Santa.
I like to think she's probably their godmother. Or
Oh, I'm
See that?
sure.
Hey,
and
Ias.
looks like they're. Aww.
Oh, there
Oh,
they
look in
are.
there, it's the clown.
Look,
Oh yeah, the boy without his clown makeup and stuff.
They're
and the
hanging out there.
princess without her silver hair.
Yeah.
Not a sad
Wait.
thing.
Yeah, I was
Wait
say
a
so.
minute,
She
like, I
is the
could've-
older. So she is the older sister of the cat girl, is she?
No, that is Cass.
Wait.
Wait, really?
Huh?
Okay, let me explain what happens.
Go for it,
In the
please.
book, everyone does leave the theater at the same time, but they don't really come back in the same timelines. Like, Cass came there first and decided to visit the carnival that Attilio supposedly worked at the time,
Uh huh.
but he never came back until 10 years later.
Huh.
Really? So wait. So hang on real quick. So here we are, Emma and seeing Leo again.
Yep.
Oh,
Having
just in
their
time
own
for
little
Christmas.
Bell- their own little Bell Bridge like show. But anyway, so backing up. So that means that as far as the book, or as far as we just saw in those cinematics, Cass in this timeline now exists as both a child and an adult.
Yeah.
That's,
I did not see time travel on the menu today, boys.
me neither. That came completely out of nowhere.
Okay.
I know.
I don't know why, but that just makes me think to Endgame is like, no, I don't think I will.
Well, I'll still say that so long as they're happy, I'm sure that'll all work out. And wait a minute,
Oh, wait a minute.
Hey there.
Oh, there he is.
he's still around. What a strange little journey we were on.
Every,
but every
second was an adventure.
That is fair. That is fair. So, that's it. Show's over. What are you guys still doing here? So again, there are other things that could be done. Of course, you could replay levels, get all the bound statues. There are little goodies that you can unlock if you try and find you'll go for all the costumes. At this point, it's just kind of open up to however much longer you want to play and explore. As for James and I think our time has come and gone. Hype, did you have any closing thoughts on this?
Well, I will say, just in terms of actually laying out my final thoughts, I don't know how good I was about it, like, throughout the commentary, but when it comes to Balan in general, I try my best to be kind of like a middleman in a sense of, like, I'm going to acknowledge that the game does have faults, and I'm gonna, like, think of ways of how I think the game could be better, but I am still gonna appreciate the good that there is in there, because, for as much as people love shoving the game's faults into everyone's faces, I feel like what's good in this game is also too good to just brush off, and it's like I try to be in that balance of, like, acknowledging the faults, but also appreciating what good there is, and, I don't regret going through the adventure. Like, I do like learning more about these inhabitants, like Balan and Lance, for what little they were utilized, I thought were pretty interesting characters, and kind of like what Jordan mentioned earlier, if nothing else, I do appreciate this, nice fandom that the game has accumulated so far, because it's like, I really do have to commend them, and to a certain extent commend the people that worked on the game. The fact that they've had to deal with so much of their own negati, from everyone bashing on the game, like, they're having to put up with all this bollocks, but still retain some form of, like, love and passion for the game in spite of that. I do commend them for doing that. And, I'm not going to say that the fan base is, like, completely spotless, but I think it's, like, different from, like, say, like, it's not the same as, like, Sonic, where that had, like, a long history of, like, fans just not making up their devil-damn minds or just being obnoxious. Like, this is a relatively recent fandom, and for the most part, I do appreciate being a part of it. Filled with a lot of nice people, a lot of them I became really close friends with, and the game itself, I still think, does have merit in it, even if it does have a lot of, middling parts that you have to sit through in order to get to those shining moments.
I think before we do close off, there is one thing we hope you all will take away from this entire commentary. Don't let the whole thing of it being a Square product fool you. This is, like, 100% a post-90s somewhat Sega property, and it pretty much has the exact same qualities of it, so by that point, it's pretty much up to you to decide how you really feel on the matter with that baggage, because that's exactly what it is.
Although, that being said, I also want to say that don't put a whole lot of weight into, like, what, like, the reception for the game is that, like, because, like, as valid as a lot of points are, like we mentioned throughout a lot of it is just kind of, like, exaggerated purely for the sake of taking the piss out of it. So the most I can say is that, first off, wait for a decent price drop, and second off, play it for yourself, like, or at the very least play the demo. If you like what you've seen of it so far...
Actually, it's sad thing. It's a funny thing you do say that. They actually did delist the demo.
Yeah, the demo's not there anymore.
Okay, then...
Never mind then.
But at the very least, like, if you're curious, there is nothing wrong with being curious and wanting to try it from that. Do not feel like... The message that we can hope to at least leave you with is that we do not wish to judge anybody for liking something. We may not like it, but that does not stop nor invalidate your own, interests with it.
Yeah.
I mean, there is such a thing as a guilty pleasure. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much it. Show's over.
Actually,
we did it.
There's one last thing I do want to just say to the fandom, because, yes, do not let any, negative feedback discourage you. However, I really do think lately we have not done a good job having a backbone and have gotten way too defensive, especially when someone just says casually, this game is not for me. Don't be so defensive about it. Just let them have their own opinions. You have yours, and embrace it. Don't let it discourage you, okay? I mean
Hug it as if it were your second child.
Exactly. And on that note, we will say that's a wrap.
That's it. All right, show's over, everybody. Have a good one. I was Lucky Jack 20.
I was James Van Extreme.
I'm Jordan the Cat 11. I'm so glad I recorded again because it's
that David Hasselhoff is a great artist.
All right. Well, with that all said, we hope you all enjoyed to some degree, and that's it. Cut the lights.
See you all in our next project. Bye.
Nakata Tui.